welcome everybody to the Hair Metal Massacre podcast. My name is Steve, joined by my co-host,
William Fincher.
the one and only. Happy New Year! Happy 2026, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
First episode of the new year.
You excited about 2026, Steve?
Yeah, I got a lot going on. Although it's kind of it's bittersweet, like work-wise, especially. Like my job is things are looking better as far as perks and such, and this, that, and the other. But there's also more work to be done, more responsibility, if you will. But it's all good. Hell, I've been there 10 years. I must love it.
That's a good sign, usually.
Yeah. Got a couple trips happening. Going to DC with my son in March with the school.
Nice.
Charter deal like I did back in middle school myself.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and then Monsters on the Mountain, and then I'm getting 4 weeks vacation this year, which is insane. I was expecting to get 3 because it's my 10th year, you know. This is how this goes at my job, but boss man says there's a catch. You're getting 4 weeks vacation, bro. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna start till 8 a.m., bro. Matter of fact, we're getting direct deposit, bro. But we'll give you a few more stops because we're dissolving one of the routes, bro. But whatever.
I'd say that's worth it, though, man. Hell, 4 weeks pay time off. That's quality.
That's solid, yeah. Especially when I was only expecting 3. So
yeah,
counting my blessings.
Hell yeah.
Did you have a nice Christmas and New Year's? Did you do anything?
They were both real low key, but yeah, I had a good time. It was I didn't realize how bad I really needed some time off. And some true me time. See, especially around Christmas, there was 4 entire days I really did absolutely nothing of any real value. And well, when I say I came back refreshed after Christmas, I mean it. I was like, man, I ain't felt this good in a year and a half.
Right on.
Like your boy was on top, man.
Yeah. I had Christmas Eve through the weekend off, and I got the kids on Christmas Day, and then the day after we farted around, went to like CC's, ran a few errands and stuff. Trying to think, there was something we were going to do that didn't actually happen, but it's okay. The kids are spoiled. They can do enough as it is. We're going to go bowling next weekend. We're going to go check out this local bowling alley that seems pretty cool. And there's like a mom and pop Mexican restaurant right near it. So I've never been to either one. So that should be cool. And just like I said, screw it. So we just sat around playing music, watched the ball drop. You ever notice the ball drop's always in shitty streaming quality? Like, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like the footage of Times Square. Now,
years ago, they do that on purpose, man. Some kind of like...
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I found... What the hell did I find it? Was it on Tubi or YouTube? It was on something. Maybe Samsung TV. No, years ago when I had satellite, I could watch ABC... Because I'm a bad person, I used to like to watch the Dick Clark countdown, even though he was quite senile and fucked up the numbers on the regular. You were probably at a few of those parties.
Oh yeah, I used to.
First House.
Yeah, my ex-wife used to scold me for wanting to watch those. She was like, "You're fucked up." I'm like, I'm as fucked up as you, bitch.
The First House I lived at with the porch and all in the front, and we had quite a few.
Well, like 1.2 miles from me.
Mm-hmm. Especially
yeah.
pre-kids, simpler times. Anyway, so we did that. Over the weekend, went to Asheville, finished my back tattoo finally. It's
nice.
I don't know how many sessions. I know it started in October of 23. But my guy who did it's like super in demand, so it was like I had to plot out and save up money over so many months. Finally, it's done. Went well. It was like pretty damn quick. It's like 2 hours. Usually we go about 4 hours each time, but whatever. Got a little story to add on to that here in a minute when we get to our new artist profile. Yeah. Anything in the news you want to discuss of music news or?
Not music news, but Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela.
USA.
My neighbors are expat Venezuelans. How do you call that? I guess that would be. Anyway,
I call them dictators.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
I think as millennials, man, we've just grown up as a generation and just a world unlike any other generation has. I know we didn't really live through like, the Great Depression and World War II, but Jesus Christ, man, I feel like our entire lives have just been a series of like miniature
It
crises of different
Christ
sorts, Challenger explosions and
yeah,
communism falling and
yeah,
it's just wild
yeah,
shit, man. Our whole lives have just been 9/11, Columbine
I
school shootings,
dude, I
World
remember
Trade.
when we
I
were
mean, the what was that bombing out in like Oklahoma? The Unabomber.
Tim McVeigh. Yeah,
Yeah, Tim McVeigh, fucking David Koresh, and that. I mean, our whole lives has just been like,
OJ case, that was one of my
yeah,
favorites,
that's another one.
but, I mean, I remember in middle school, full disclosure, folks, this was, like, 30 years ago for me and Fincher here, I remember one of my teachers, I think he was the one I liked, not a lot of those, but he was like, "What's the one thing your generation has seen that no other has as far as huge changes?" No, maybe it was in high school. Maybe yeah, it seemed like it would have been high school. So later 90s. We're like, we don't know, sir. He was like, the internet. We're like, oh yeah, I guess so. But at this point, I didn't go to let's just say I didn't go to the most upper crust high school or middle school in Greenville County. Not everyone had internet. Hell, we didn't have it till like 99. And that's only because my mom got a used computer from her office and, and all that shit. So now everybody takes it for granted, but it was like I literally remember in like 97, in the summertime, walking down to a kid that I was half-ass friends with to get on his his internet and check shit out, what was going on in music. Um, it was like, hey, there's two brothers, the Ledoux brothers. Shout out to the Ledoux brothers, Chris and John Ledoux. I don't know. Anyway, so that was yeah, big things going on for the millennials. And it just keeps on rolling. I mean, the Great Recession. I mean, we all lived through. Well, I guess most of us lived through COVID.
Yeah, that's
Knowing
another one.
knowing as that was, yeah, a lot of cultural change too. I mean, when we got done with my tattoo, the dude was like, it was really cool, man. I like doing this. So I don't get to do a lot of like biker tattoos. I'm like, yeah, man, it's kind of a dying breed in a way, like especially with the old school sensibilities. Like, yeah, it was like, people talk about that's different subcultures dying out, and like I was thinking about like cowboys and Indians, how that used to be like a thing for generations before us, and now it's like westerns hardly even get made. Kids don't play cowboys and Indians.
No.
I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe I say interesting too much. We'll work on that in the new year. You got any New Year's resolutions?
No resolutions per se, but I've been on a little journey since the 1st of December due to some training and stuff at work that
The
involves lifestyle changes. I've implemented a lot of these. I'm doing daily gratitudes and
power of
writing out
positivity,
daily affirmations and organizing
right
my
on.
day now. I've got a daily planner. Every day's like within
But
reason. I mean, yeah, shit happens. It comes up. You can't be super rigid with that, but I
is
found it
there a
really helps
focus?
though, man.
Is there a focus on focusing on the positive?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, yeah, it seems
Yeah,
about right. Yeah.
gratefulness, man. Be positive. Don't
It's
have
all
a
about
scarcity
gratitude.
mindset. Have a mindset of abundance.
Right, right. I mean, I'm kind of weird. I always was. Even I'm an only child, right? So let's break it down for people. I had my dad, who's a lot like me as a dad, didn't really spoil, kind of rigid, but not. I'm way less rigid than he was. But then we got my mom, who, if I wanted, she would somehow find a way to give it to me, whatever it was. But I didn't want to abuse that. I was very grateful about everything, even as a only child. Like, because I remember my mom talking about this other kid who his dad spoiled him, and she was like, "Yeah, he's just gonna grow up thinking the world owes him something." And I was like, "Shit, I don't want to be like that. That sounds horrible." So, I mean, I appreciate any spoilings I've ever received, and don't. I try not to forget them. And even though I say that about my dad, I still love him and miss him. But yeah,
Yeah,
gratitude. Grat.
exactly. Gratitude.
really gonna, especially with this coming an hour later every day, really actually try to go to the gym religiously, which is always a good thing. That's about my only resolution. Yeah, that's about it. Ride the bike more. Seemed like last year all I did was ride it to work and back. Didn't really do any trips, but my friends who do invite me on rides and stuff, it's always like a weekend I got the kids or something. I guess eventually folks kind of just say, oh, well, I guess he's probably busy with kids. I don't bother. I was reading an article. Did you know the Who retired?
I did not know.
Apparently, like they played their final show in October somewhere in Cali. I was reading
Wow.
Ultimate Classic Rock. I was gonna dig into the article on the show, but like it was just kind of like these artists played their farewell show in 2025. Or the article was leading as if these bands retired and they're done, but it was kind of like Ozzy and Ace, obviously.
Jesus, that's a little morbid.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, they called it a day, I suppose. Did you know David Coverdale and Whitesnake are done?
I did remember hearing about that. Yeah.
He did it the right way, Coverdale. He made a little. Apparently, he was very active on social media, like really funny and stuff. But he is done performing, done recording, done with social media, just retiring and enjoying the family and everything until he kicks the bucket, I suppose, which is honorable. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I was reading the Stones aren't touring this year, and I was like riding. I was actually driving home today, and I was like, wait a minute. They started in 62. Next year will be 65 years. 27, they'll be able to make 65th anniversary tour, I guess. I don't know.
God damn, that's
60,
crazy.
65 years. ZZ Top's right
Jeez.
behind him. I think ZZ Top started in 69. And they're
Mm.
still out there. Yeah. So
God,
that's
man, these
cool.
guys got to be like 85 years old, bro.
Oh, yeah. The Stones are definitely in their 80s. I mean, they've replaced the drummer. The bass player got replaced a long time ago. Bill Wyman in the early 90s. He was just kind of, I'm done. Bye. It's so funny. And I was watching a YouTube video the other day about them on the Steel Wheels tour. And they were going on about it's like a 2020 segment, and it was from 89 or 90. They were talking about, oh, you guys are so old in your 40s. You know, how much longer do you think you're going to do this? I just fucking laughed. I was like, yeah, little did we know the Stones would still be out there
Jeez.
many moons later.
I mean, power to them, man. They,
Yeah, good on them. Hell, I mean, obviously they love it. They don't need the money or anything like that, I
no,
imagine. But I always
there's
love
no
Keith
way
Richards.
those guys need money.
Nah. Well, let's get into the record review. So this week we're diving deep into the murky waters of underground indie-ish hair metal to a band that I didn't even know about till about October, and you had never heard of, as you said last episode.
No, that's how deep they are. Because me and you both know a lot of shit that most people will be like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, and this one's deep in the murky waters.
Yeah, that shit's like, yeah, that's
So the record is Love Kills by the Bang Gang. The Bang Gang are a 5-piece band out of LA. One record, and they have so this record somebody re-released it in 2018, a deluxe edition with bonus tracks, demo tracks. I was like, okay, so there's a demo before the actual album that had a name. Cool. Of course, all we have on Spotify is the actual album. That's fine for what we're doing here. Have you ever heard of the label they were on?
I had not. That's why I was gonna ask you at some point, like, what year did this originally come out? If you do you know like what label it was
It-
originally on?
So 1990, and it was on Sinclair Records out of New York, but
Okay.
which is an indie. I couldn't find any information on any other bands on the record label, but the re-release was put out by Demon Doll Metal Legacy, which not sure on that either.
Kudos on
Yeah,
whoever that is for starting that business, though.
yeah, that's cool. It was self-produced, this record, by two members, Ryan Dorn and Scott Earl. The band, Scott the Bitch Earl on bass. I guess it's one of those Nikki Sixx, Steve Harris deals. He probably wrote a bunch of the shit. We also got Scott Stevens on guitar, Jet Silver on vocals, KJ Christofferson on guitar, Aiken Echon Incorporated on drums. Whatever the hell that's about. Okay, sure, why not? I couldn't find anything else these dudes had done either. Like since I guess it was this and that was that. Kind of a mystery. Now,
Yeah.
yeah. So some people have heard of Every Mother's Nightmare. Some
Yeah.
people have heard of Hurricane Alice. We'd never heard of Bang Gang.
No, I've heard of both of those bands, listened to them, but yeah.
Hell, I was digging through my CDs over at Mom's yesterday, and I found my Hurricane Alice CD. And I was like, "Wait, is this out of print? It's sure this out of print." I looked it up; it was worth about $30 on eBay.
Nice.
So might look into that. There was also, I think, no, it wasn't a Badlands. I sold one of those a long time ago because Badlands are hella rare.
Yeah.
Do you have any Badlands?
I have one that I found it at some used shop a couple years ago. I snapped it up. I mean, it was still like $12 at the fucking used place, but
So they kind of knew what they had. Okay.
yeah, they kind of did. They were like,
How about it,
kind of miss
man?
digging through record stores. I haven't done that in quite a while. I finally quit buying physical media for the most part a couple years ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you think you bought? I mean, personally, I still buy, as we all know, vinyl, but
Honestly, one of the last things I got was probably Ozzy's last record, Patient Number 9.
yeah.
If that
You and
wasn't the
Feldman
very
both.
last, that was right around the end. If it wasn't the very last one, I don't know, I might have got one or two after that, but
No, you and Feldman both
Spotify is
always
just is
bought.
too much on there. I already own too much. I'm like, man, I already got fucking not enough room for all the shit I already own. So
So I was thinking when I was digging through my CDs yesterday, I was like, good Lord, like 5, 6 crates of them over in Mom's garage. Um, but anyway, I can't remember. Probably the Black Rain CD was the last thing I bought many years ago. Now that's finally on streaming. As I mentioned way in an earlier episode, Black Rain Lethal Dose of. Check it out. It's great. Classic. We'll eventually get around to, I guess, at least pushing them. They've steady put out stuff with varying levels of quality to me, but they're French band, Black Rain. Good stuff. Check them out. If you like Hardcore Superstar, Crazy Licks, any of that ilk, you'll probably like them. Crash Diet, all that kind of stuff. Well, so
go
new
fast.
artists. Yeah. Speaking of new artists, this isn't a new band per se, and they don't really exist anymore, but they might exist again by chance here in a few years or whatever. Little band from Asheville. Oh, Keith Stone over there. Little band from
Living large,
Asheville
folks. Living large.
called the Crank County Daredevils. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. They oh god, one of my first memories of them had to be like 2003. Here at our local venue here, the Ground Zero, they would have these mega shows, right? It was really when the local scene was heavily thriving and people like went out to support local bands big time, varying levels of quality and style. So I was
Those
at one
were
of
the
these.
days.
Those were the days, those early aughts. I might have played this show with Machine Gun. Long time ago, people, I was in a band called Machine Gun Etiquette. Fun times. So Ground Zero, the way it worked back then, there's a big main stage up the stairs, and downstairs is a smaller stage. And me and my buddy Dave were downstairs at the smaller stage, and this band comes on, and we're already fucked up, like pretty gone. I think we'd already played. And we're
I
just
would hope
like, oh
so.
my, yeah. We're just like, oh my God, this fucking band is murdering us right now. There's like only like us and like maybe 5 other people watching them. This fucking band killed me fucking live. I was like, wow. And then they're kick-ass rock and roll. It's like, I don't know. How do you compare them? This is kind of AC/DC meets the singer's kind of hardcore-ish vocal, a little grittier than the average rock and roll band, I guess you'd say. Kind of little LA Guns in there, little A long time ago, they got some press with the singer of Buck Cherry praising them. But anyway, because the
Nice.
reason I brought this band up is I'm a big fan. And on Saturday, when I was done with my ink, my homegirl up in Asheville, this girl named Crystal, owns 2 bars. There's one called Shout Out to the Burger Bar, Crystal. And then further away from downtown is a biker bar called the Handle Bar and Grill. And it's so I was telling my tattoo artist guy about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go check this bar out. Maybe they'll have, maybe we could get a show there. I don't even know if there's a stage, whatever. So I roll out there. It's off Patton. You remember where the original Rockies is?
Yes.
Yeah. Just past there, but before you get to all the Lowe's and the new shit, you
Okay.
hang a ride on like Old Haywood. It's kind of an older, obviously older street. And anyway, I was telling dude about this where this bar. He's like, oh, dude, I think his wife, he's like, we've been together like 9 years, but many years ago, he's like, I think it was a different bar, different name. I was like, that's probably about right. He's like, my girlfriend went out there with her homegirls and they were like, it's sketchy as fuck. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And he's like, yeah, they were there. They walked in, they looked around, they split. It's like, that sounds awesome. Sign me up. So I roll out there and there's actually like a few people there, like for 3 in the afternoon on a Saturday. And like behind the bar was Scotty, lead singer, guitar player of Crank County Daredevils. Really cool guy. I'd known of him for many years, never actually met him, but we talked music and shit. It was really cool. And he was, suggesting places to play in Asheville, even though I have a pretty good feel on that, but I was interested to see what he said. And got his number, and he rides bike and all and shit too. He's like, hey, man, we come up here, we'll get up and all that stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, cool. So
Nice.
pretty cool. He doesn't I think he said he doesn't currently play in a band, but he's working on something. And there's always the possibility of Crank County getting back together. Who knows? But let me play you a little snippet here of one of their songs. All right, man. Well, here's like the first track on their first album, Kings of Sleaze. It's Crank County Daredevils with the title track. WHML, Kings of Sleaze by the Crank County Daredevils.
Well, stand up. I'm a bastard down in town place. I'm on a campaign to get elected as a king of sleaze. What you doing, man? We're on a train and it just can't stop. We're gonna ride it and take a motherfucker to the top. So get on your knees. Follow kings out sleaze. Got no time to talk. Cause we walk the walk. So fuck off.
So yeah, you get the idea. What you think, Fincher?
Pretty good stuff, man.
Yeah,
Fun,
man,
but got a crunchy hard edge about it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's just
If you
good,
see
in my mind, what good hard rock should be.
totally, man. And here's dude I'm talking about right here in the middle with the gray vest on that I met.
Right
So
on.
killer, man.
I need a guy that hung out in Asheville in a while, dude.
Oh
I should
yeah,
get back
yeah.
up there at some point.
Dude, we should go together. That'd be rad.
Yeah, I'd be down, man. It's been a while since I've been up to Asheville Airport a few times to fly, but I mean, that's not even really in town. So it's,
Gotcha.
yeah, I hadn't
Well,
hung out around there in a minute. It would be cool to check
shameless
the place
self.
out again.
Well, if you're free, shameless self promotion here. 13 Shots. We're playing the 27 Club Friday, the 30th of January, 2026, and then we're playing also Sly Grog Lounge on the 21st of February up there. And I believe at both shows we are playing first, so if you could get there fairly early, that'd probably be cool. If you want to come support your boy, maybe I'll give you a sticker and a hug and all that shit. So
There you go, folks. What a good deal. Hug for
yeah,
Steve Jackson and a
why
sticker.
not? Why not? And then I'm going back. God, I'm going the first 3 months of the year in a row. Then in March, right when I get back from DC, the Hives are playing at Orange Peel. Been wanting to see them forever. So
Nice.
that rocks. Well, let's get into the record. Back her on out of here. There we go. Bang Gang. And there's a video for The Young and the Restless, which is track 2, but I'm surprised I couldn't find a video for this one. The what would appear to be this big single, Pedal to the Metal. But whatever, here we go. Let's fire her up.
Sometimes labels don't make sense.
This is true. Cowbell.
I love it.
It's true that it takes a spark to start a fire, and she stumbled on the dynamite. Away from the cold, 'cause lo and behold, she just happened to have a light. Legend has it that I landed 100 days later, and another thing to say that so. See, the girl was created by the grace of God and built for rock and roll. Pedal to the metal and never settle for anything that moves too slow. Pedal to the metal and never settle for anything but rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Well, mini solo.
She said I looked like a cross between a Motley Crue and a Mark Bolan nightmare.
I like that. I look like a cross between Motley Crue and a Mark Bolan nightmare. If you don't know, Mark Bolan is the guy of T-Rex. More on them later. Thoughts initially on Pedal to the Metal, Fincher? I got some thoughts myself.
Well, since our last episode, you announced we were doing this, I've listened to this album a total of 3 times in its entirety.
Mhm.
And all 3 times, this song just really grabbed me. I was like, wow. But I was shocked earlier when you said it came out in 90, because I was under the assumption this was, like a 92, maybe even early 93
Mm-hmm. It's got that
release. So
vibe to it.
kudos on them for kind of having that sound before the sound, per se. But it's top quality song. I say I love it. It's a good, fun, rocking tune.
Mm-hmm.
You said some fun vocal jabs in there. Musically, it's pretty rad.
It's a lot of fun. I like that there's basically 2 intros before we get to the verse. Just taking our time, no rush. Sometimes that's cool, the singer reminds me of like Rock's Gang and Shotgun Messiah, dude, kinda.
And well, I agree with you, and I would also throw in maybe like some Tame Down from Faster Pussycat.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
bit of that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in some other
Yeah.
songs on this album, but you can still hear it in this song. But there's a couple of tracks on here that I was like, I wonder if they're related. Was that like Tame Down's little brother or like cousin or something? Like,
Fetcher, I think it's Tammy, but it's kind of a play on Tie Me Down.
I think you're correct.
If you want to get tied down by ropes and shit, because where there's a whip, there's a
his
way.
own, man.
Yeah, man. This one, it's a banger for sure. I can't believe there's not a video, but then again, labels, as we've discussed before, don't always know.
No, there's several albums we could make a whole episode, in my opinion, of albums that or tracks that should have had videos versus songs on the album that had videos and really didn't need one, or weren't as best suited, I should say.
Mm-hmm. The riff the main little riff there. Da, 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 I'm trying to think. It's kind of radish, but it's kind
Yeah,
of
maybe
a
a little bit of kick sound in there too, in my opinion.
yeah, little kicks. It's cool. Like there's definitely a band we'll get to. I can definitely tell you they're pulling influences from, because I can tell you I pulled the same fucking influence coming up here. But let's get on to the music video. Let's do this Young and Restless track 2, which I'm wondering, like, was dude sitting around just like during the middle of the day and like soaps are on the TV and he's like, yeah, I have a song Young and the Restless. Hey, we're Young and Restless. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if that was the thought process lyrically. Who knows?
Maybe we can get him on and ask him one day.
We probably could find him. What was his name again? Jet Silver?
Couldn't be that hard to find somebody with a name like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty rare. Who knows what he does now? He might be a tool and die guy. Who knows?
You never know.
Well, let's get it going. Young and the Restless music video 1990 from the album Love Sells. Bang Gang. Watch a bass player dude here. Bass. Yeah. Kind of a classic We're Rocking the Wasteland video here. And
yeah, actually, I dig that video, man. That's pretty cool.
Marilyn Monroe look-alike. Now, there was like one part where the damn bass player was like just shimmying side to side, and I was cracking up. Was that it right here? Let's see here. We got the schoolgirl, I guess, or she's just like, oh, who are these boys in this wasteland? Man, I'm really digging their tunes. Huh. But never mind, there's no amps. We're still rocking. So I always love about music videos. It's like a lot of times there's no amps, but we're still rocking.
Yeah, the music surrounds you, bro.
Yeah, it's in our soul. Now, fashion-wise, these fellas, the one guitar player kind of looks like Rich from the Black Crowes in this era with the purple vest, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing at the beginning, like tapping the telly like upside down. I don't think that's how you can play that riff, possibly, but whatever. I guess he's maybe the footage. Maybe the editor didn't know that's not what how that anyway. We got funny hats and kind of pearl like Mother Love Boney looking shit on some of them, and the
Funny
glasses and
hats.
dudes rocking in shorts. How you pull that off? I thought Pantera was the only band that could rock in shorts.
Man, the very early 90s was a very weird time in, like, rock imagery, I feel because like you said, it's this weird mishmash of a lot of the glam and stuff from the '80s and the leather, but then, like you said, there's, like, weird hats and weird, purple vests and tassel-y shit, like
Yeah.
the shorts, that's a very, like, early mid-90s type shit.
Yeah. But you can tell in the video they're going for it. They're like, yeah. Oh, there goes that bass player is all about it. The bitch, as he calls himself, Earl, Scott Earl. Yes. Well, yeah, a lot of blonde hair in this band. That's cool. Fellas.
Hell yeah.
Fincher, have you ever bleached your hair?
No.
I have.
People actually have asked me why I don't dye my hair. My barber even told me, she's like, well, I look at your face and then I look at your hair and they don't match. She's like, your face doesn't say 42, but your hair says 52. But you know why I don't dye it? I don't just ferment it or anything.
You can't be bothered?
I don't want to tempt fate or piss anything off because I still have all of my hair, knock on wood. I don't care if it's fucking gray. I'm not going to be like, this isn't good enough and dye it and then start going bald. I'm grateful for what I've got. That shit can be white as Santa Claus. As long as I fucking got it, it don't matter.
I hear you, but you're just not that dude though either. You're not like a guy like yours truly that would dye his fucking hair. You don't dye my hair, right?
Well, yeah, I think you had told me before. But there's a younger female colleague of mine I was out doing a dual open house with, I don't know, 2 months ago or so. And we were kind of on this subject about stuff. And, she kind of shocked me. She kind of looked at me and she's like, well, you're in your George. She said, well, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of gray. She's like, you're in your George Clooney era right now. It kind of gave me a little look. And I was like, oh, okay. Man. Okay, little mama, I got you.
I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been told, current wife understands, but previous lovers, if you will, and ex-wife that you should just let the gray come in, be a silver fox and look good. I'm like, daddy's a rock star. I'll be on stage. I gotta have this black, this raven hair. I'm sorry, I can't. Not yet. Maybe about 50, I'll let it go. Maybe. But I switched it up. Hair dye talk. For years, I was going to Sally's, and you get the developer and the color, and you mix it and the thing, and it's like semi-pro. But I've never actually used Just for Men, and now she turned me on to the Garnier in a box at Walmart. And hell, it lasts longer than that shit does. But just pro tip.
That box stuff's pretty good, man. I've dyed many a woman's hair before. I always joked if I want to open a ratchet salon. Giving a woman a haircut or two, dyed their hair, and they always get compliments. It's kind of crazy. That's why I was like, man, if you open a ratchet salon, these girls go to work, people are like, oh my God, who did your hair? Like, oh, my boyfriend. I'm like, really? Tell them I'll do their hair too. I'll undercut their goddamn hairdresser. I don't give a fuck.
There is
Come
money
over here
in hair.
And have a seat in my chair. I'll hook you up.
There's lots of money in hair. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I'm a jack of all trades. I've done a lot of shit.
Done a thing or two in my day.
Yeah. I can cut hair. I can weld some shit.
Good with your hands. I hear you. Every man should be in some form or fashion. Well, now we enter the cover zone, and boy, it's a cover of a band that I hold very dearly. If you know me, I'm a huge T-Rex fan, and this is one of their more popular songs. But let's get into it. Their cover of 20th Century Boy, and we'll get the review going.
Yeah.
The solo is a liberty. All right. Well, let me start this one. Upon, when you're first listening to this cover, it's not too fast. It's not too slow. It's actually a little slower than the original, but they do it right with the background singers, and it's same riff, and then we go off into our own territory with two guitar solos, which what I can gather from was from each different guitar player, and some bassy, slappy shit. And then just a solid.
That's another thing that was very pervasive in early '90s music.
Mm-hmm. A lot of slap bass, yeah.
Yeah, like, that was a thing for about a year and a half.
Shout out to Faith No More and everybody else, Bang Tango and all them.
Yeah.
But I like it enough. Like I said, I hold T-Rex and most 70s glam. Like not only do I love this genre, I love 70s glam almost just as much. UK glam, I'm talking about Slade, Bowie, T-Rex, all them. So side note, there's a whole like kind of sub-genre of this stuff. We call it junk shop glam rockers, where it's like groups that had like one hit. Shout out to Sailor, the two of us over a glass of champagne. That's a good one. Iron Virgin has a song called Rebel Rule. That's a good one too, if you want to check that out. But a lot of them are real derivative of the big ones. There's a whole collection called Lipstick, Pink Lipstick and Boots. That there's like literally like 9 volumes of these fucking songs.
Wow.
If you really want to go into the weeds with this shit, it was unbelievable. For a genre that was only really kicking for about 5-6 years, there's an ass ton of it. I mean, I guess over here, people were aware of it, but not. I mean, we had our New York Dolls and all, which was basically a reaction to that. But over, the top of the Pops and all that stuff, they were all about it. The early mid 70s. So anyway, pretty good cover. What are your thoughts, Fincher?
I think it's a good, fun track. I don't I kind of don't mind them going rogue on the guitar solo thing. I kind of appreciate when in my mind, and I know we've talked about this, I'm not the biggest fan of covers, but this is, in my mind, what a good cover is. It's true enough, but they still add their own bit of flavor. They don't take too much liberty, except for something like a guitar solo, to where you're not really changing the actual song. You're just adding your own flair in there.
Add your own little spice.
That's what I'm saying. So I dig it, man. This 3 tracks into this, I think that Bang Gang has thoroughly impressed.
Right on. Yep. Now let's get a little weird. Not too weird, but a little weird with the Neon Fairy Tale.
But it's now 95. No 15, 17.
Kind of a, what would you call this?
Tell you, it gives me
this number. What do you call that? Yeah, it's kind of bopping. Or it's kind of sitting under an apple tree with a guitar and the unicorn walks by. That's what I envision hearing this shit. A lot of fantasy imagery in the lyrics and such. What do you think of the Neon Fairy Tale there, Finchers?
I dig it as a song, and I tell you, I get pretty mad vibes of Bang Tango and like Saigon Kick's first album, which both Bang Tango and Saigon Kick's debuts came out right around the same time this did. So I highly doubt they really had time to really influence each other, but it's just an interesting correlation, the time period, and it was just like pre-internet, it's kind of weird how. Yes, because Saigon Kick was in Florida. These guys were from LA, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was pre-internet. How the hell would they have heard each other? Neither one of them were big at that point. But yeah, it's I dig the song. It's like I said, it's kind of a fun little good summertime song. I put it like that, like
it's very summery. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit. If I'm driving to the beach in the summer, it's gonna be on like my driving playlist to vacation. You know what I mean? Like get in the zone, man. Get in that mood.
The chord progression before the verse starts, that real like kind of bluesy but dissonant chords, it's kind of like kicks. I think it's on Midnight Dynamite.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But it's almost the same progression, but whatever. It works. Many a progression has been used over and over in music. That's how it goes with guitars.
Yeah. There's only so many good ones, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's all. Oh, something else I really liked about the very first song. Attitude.
It's definitely got some swagger. Yeah. Pedal to the Metal was definitely.
And this one's just a little more laid back. We're chilling in a hammock and the pink breeze blowing by.
Smoking a doobie.
Fairies fly around us, and that's what I envision. Fairies, pixie dust and such.
Microdosing.
What? Yeah, there you go, microdosing in the early 90s. Well, let's hit the next track. You make the beat go on. Hey, I know what this is.
go on. And like your legs when they walk you through. Go on.
This song is like they sat down and said, how many fucking ways can we rip off the Cult and put it in one song?
Yeah.
Another band I hold near and dear to my heart. I love the shit out of the Cult, but it's just like kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like Sonic Temple meets Electric.
Yeah.
And let's, because you can literally hear Try to Get to Heaven, Fella, Little Devil, the Cleaner album they did with Rick Rubin. You can hear a lot of Sonic Temple soloing, like, and then like the dissonant riffs and stuff. A lot of Firewoman in there. It's kind of neat in a way, but damn, we see what you're doing there, bro.
We see you, dog.
The hook's kind of lazy, but it works. It's like,
yeah, I like it. I mean, it works.
It's, you know, the singer just kind of has a cool like swagger of like, I don't give a fuck anyway kind of vibe. So it works. More thoughts on You Make Me Go On, Fincher?
Really can't argue or change anything you said. I'm pretty much spot on with it. It's I dig the track, but yeah, it's pretty super ultra cult derivative. You know, at least in my mind, at least it's a decent takeover of a cult sound. At least, you know, they could have done they could have done a lot worse job, but
shout out to Ian and Billy of the Cult, and let's not forget John Tempesta on the Skins. Old White Zombie drummer has been with them a good 20-something years.
Nice.
John Tempesta. Oh, you ever seen the Cult live?
I have not. I don't like that.
I've only seen them once, man. And like, I was going to go see them. We were going to go see them in October. They were coming to Charlotte, and we had our AC unit go out. It was a Friday.
Damn.
So we had to wait on a guy. Like, I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. It wasn't a fuse. I forgot what. It was something upstairs. But it was very simple, which thoroughly pissed me off. But hey, man, next time, me and you, we'll go.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Because they're getting long in the tooth. I mean, they're still great live, but I've only seen them once, and that was in like 2007 at the Tabernacle in Atlanta. Yeah, and they were killer. Weird lineup, though. It was one of those, was it a Jägermeister sponsored? It was that album, Live Through Something.
I know, I know what you're talking about.
Magenta with a white wolf on the cover or some shit.
Yeah.
That album tour. And there was like a weird electronic band in the middle of the show. And then like the opening band was some band called The Showdown, and they were like kind of Pantera-y. It was a strange lineup. I was like, Jägermeister, what the fuck are y'all doing? I mean, I'm all for variety, but this is a little too much variety. But
cross marketing, man. We're gonna get people activated in other stuff.
I guess
Corporate genius. Jaeger's just, I can't fuck with that stuff anymore, man.
Funny story. So it's funny, me and Jaeger. I liked it a lot in my 20s. I mean, not a whole lot. It wasn't like all the time thing, but once in a while, I like a good cold shot of Jaeger. Right when I turned 30, it was guaranteed Hangover City. And I said, fuck this. Just one shot of it. And no matter what else I was drinking the rest of the night, hangover guaranteed the next day.
Because there's so much fucking sugar in that shit, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I laid off it a good 10 years. And then about, like I said, 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, fuck, I'm going to give it a whirl, see if I can hang with it now. No, I'm fine. I swear I have the weirdest body. You know, I can't tell if I have IBS or not, because it's like, Little Caesar's Pizza, for example. For a while, it'll give me the bowel issues, and then I'm good. A year or two later, I eat it, I'm fine. Makes no sense. I guess my digestion, TMI. Yeah. Getting to know
Thank you for coming to our WebMD TED Talk.
Yeah. Getting to know your podcast. So anyway, let's move on to the next track. Be a model or just look like one? WHMN. Horns. Everybody. It's kind of a throwaway track, but they put a lot of work into it. You can tell by the song structure and the little nooks and crannies of what they did, the pauses and shit. It's pretty fun.
For effort. I don't know if it came together exactly the way they wanted to, but I mean, I appreciate them trying to do something a little different here, you know. Especially this late in the scene, this point, I think it was very easy for a lot of bands to just plug in, do the formula, you know, just make the same album. You know, it's been made by 50 other bands already, but
proven formula.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kudos to these guys for going out here and trying to do something a little bit different.
Fincher, do you have a favorite model or supermodel, like of all time?
Back in the day, I just thought Stephanie Seymour was like the most absolute gorgeous woman who could ever exist on the face of this planet. And I guess that's still true. Yeah, like late 80s, early 90s, Stephanie Seymour is fucking primo, dude.
Hang on a second. I don't think I remember what she looks like. Now, wait, was she in some movies too?
She was, yeah, she's been in all kind of shit. I think she was in the November Rain music video as well.
Yes, that's where I've seen her. Yes, she's Axel's bride in that.
Yeah. She's she in Baywatch, maybe like later seasons of Baywatch. I don't remember.
I think I see a red bathing suit on her there. Not Sports Illustrated. Gotcha. Mine is one Kate Upton. That's it.
No, Kate Upton's quality too, man.
Yeah, big fan. And then, like, dude, the worst part is the dude she married now. Granted, he's probably got a lot more money in the bank than I do. He's a baseball player, but we don't look that different. I'm like, damn, I could have had a chance, but I can be delusional sometimes. I had this whole plot when I first got divorced. I was like, man, I'm gonna drive up to Nashville. I'm gonna win Reba. Reba's single, right? We'll go up to her property and talk to her guards or her ranch and be like, "Hey, Reba, let's go out to Texas Roadhouse or something." I don't know. I'm sure she has a studio in her house I could use to record.
No doubt.
Sure, Steve.
Yeah, divorce will make you think some crazy shit, man. I had some crazy plots myself.
This is true. I mean, I don't know, redheads and I have a thing, historically, but I always thought Reba was a babe, even at this age. But then again, she's a lot of plastic right now too. But whatever. Yeah, shout out to Reba McEntire.
My uncle, Scotty Hawkins, was her touring drummer back in the early 90s.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I knew that.
You told me that he actually died at Spinning Jenny and Greer playing with a band a few years ago on stage. Had a heart attack playing drums.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Well, at least he went out doing what he loved, huh?
Yeah, he was on stage, you know.
Right on. Damn, that's wild. Well, this track, it's pretty fun. Even it is kind of a filler track, but they still, and the singer, his phrasing is really interesting in the verses. I gotta say, like as far as the writer goes, like, it's not. There's no consistency to it, but that can keep you on your toes. It keeps it interesting and fresh.
I agree.
But move on to the next track, Dangerous. Man, for an independent record, the damn production on this thing is slick. Like,
that's what I was kind of shocked when you said it was self-produced by two of the band members. I'm like, them guys must have like worked at a studio or shadowed or did something.
Surely,
yeah, it does sound. It's not the best production I've heard, but it's fucking up there. It's damn good for an independent release.
I agree. But dude, yeah, like all the levels are like just perfect. Like, because when I listen to a solo, I'm listening for how high the rhythm guitar is behind it, whether it's drowned out or not. And the drums, can I hear all the drums? Well, it's like, dude, the bass, everything's like super primo. But yeah, their engineering and production, you can't front on that.
And remember, folks, this was before the days of Pro Tools and easy software. Like you actually had to be behind the board, twisting dials and shit.
This is true to tape, and that was a bitch to edit. Yeah. Ever known any dangerous broads, Fincher?
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say anyone that knows me probably would say yes. But I'm done with that era in my life, Steve.
I hear you.
I've said no more than once recently. Good decisions.
Save yourself the heart attack.
Exactly. I've learned a little thing in 4 decades, thankfully. Got a hard head, but it gets through eventually.
Some people never learn. Fun track. Be wary of them dangerous women. They can cause you quite a lot of heartache and headache. I can testify.
And I can tell y'all from experience, at the end, they're not worth it. I promise you. It ain't
we had
worth
this discussion in the boys' chat. Actually, we have it fairly often in the boys' chat. But
whatever. Yeah, whatever you think you're getting out of that, you're paying 20 times more. I promise. Just don't. We'll find you a good girl.
Find you a girl at church. That's where the good girls are. They go to church.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I remember a long time ago, it's a Paul Harvey segment or something. Paul Harvey was a guy that had like a midday radio minute, if you will. And he was talking about people meeting at the gym, like single people. And he made a good point, like, well, you know, at least you got that in common. I was like, yeah, that's true. Working out. But yeah, dangerous women. So many people don't realize that so many things are not worth burning calories on. Life's too short for the bullshit.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, think about that energy you're wasting on whatever. Think it could be used for something better, something positive. Clean the house. I don't know. Well, let's move on to the next track. Is this the last track? I can't tell from the layout here. Let's see here. No, not the last. Thrill after thrill. Very kicksy.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I want to get my hands on you. Though I may be a little bolder than most, I know what to do. Don't stop, don't stop. Thrill after thrill. Don't stop, don't stop. I'll make your dreams come true. Don't stop, don't stop. Thrill after thrill. Don't stop, don't stop. And don't stop. Always bringing you up, never letting you down. Here's my heart, take it, take it. I've got the recipe for love. Baby, I know we can make it. Tonight, tonight, tonight. Don't stop, don't stop. Thrill after thrill. Don't stop, don't stop. I'll make your dreams come true. Don't stop, don't stop. Thrill after thrill. Don't stop, don't stop. And don't stop. Now that we just got started. Don't stop, baby. Now that your legs are parted. Keep that battle and pick it up. Yeah, yeah, Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I feel like they were shooting for a stripper song with this one.
Man, I'd like to get a lap dance to this song.
Yeah. That part about it just started, and now that your legs are parted, baby, don't stop.
Hey.
Gotta
hit her right between the thighs, man.
There you go. This has nothing to do with the song, but the title of the song. Are you familiar with My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, the band?
Yeah, I've got like 2 of their albums, I believe.
You got Confessions of a Knife?
That might be one of them. I don't listen to them that often.
A lot of people owe Groovy Man is his name. Them and Ministry. Motherfuckers owe them a lot. We're looking at you, Rob Zombie. Dude, people borrowed the fuck out of what the fuck they did. No joke. Both of them. But I did see Ministry open for Rob Zombie, so I guess they're cool a few years ago.
Nice.
Anyway, Thrill Kill's fun too. I saw them on Halloween 18. I want to say, a while back at the old Radio Room. Good times. But anyway, fun little, almost a throwaway song, but hell, it's got that reverse snare hit.
Always yeah, I do like that. No, I think it's a fun song, man. I dig it.
Cool solo. Well,
got a cool vibe to it, man.
Yeah, definitely cool vibe. Is this the last track here?
I think it is.
BMG.
Yeah.
Be My Girl. Hey, shout out to BMG where we both used to work.
Hell yeah.
As we mentioned before. It's a quick little ditty here. I think it's just him and acoustic.
Me and Steve got deep roots in the music industry.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I was looking and maybe not, but I couldn't help but catch the view. Just classic, super fantastic. Oh, what's a boy to do? Will she walk? Will she talk? Will she let me spin my wheels tonight? Center stage by the light of the moon, and I've never known stage fright. And she said to me, are you looking for a girl? Yes. Started singing the Romeo song and looking like a pearl. Yes. Got lost in the light.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of early T-Rex, when it's just Tyrannosaurus Rex.
100%.
When it's bowling with the acoustic and the guy on the bongos, and that was it. Before they went electric. Probably, I mean, I'd imagine T-Rex is a big influence on these guys. As it should be. T-Rex is great. Check them out if you only know Bang a Gong. Got a lot of great tracks, especially the record The Slider, which I have on vinyl, of course. Electric Warrior is good too. Gets a little dodgy after those two, but still fun.
And that's all that really matters, man.
Yeah.
You have fun.
This one, have fun. This one, this is another like sitting under an apple tree with an acoustic guitar one for me. Like,
yeah. Once again, I get Saigon Kick's first album vibes because they had a couple of just weird kind of misfit songs like this. Like it doesn't really match with the rest of the album, but I guess depending on your influences, it kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this little Beatle-esque quality maybe, but
a departure track.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I could dig it. You know, sometimes that can go too far in the case of like GNR, My World at the end of Illusions.
Yeah.
Kind of a strange one. Like,
you know, wasn't there a story with that? Like, didn't Axl make that without the rest of the band's knowledge? Like, he was like going to the studio at like 3 a.m., like recording it with the producer, and then the album came out. The band was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's your little preview of Chinese democracy there, I guess.
Here, at the drive to work a couple of days ago, that their new track, Nothing.
Yeah,
pretty bad, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the.
It's like them and Molly.
It wasn't a steaming turd, but I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? It sounded like they were trying really hard to make some super epic rock song that was going to be #1 for 38 weeks. And I'm sorry, but that era is long gone. Like, I love rock music, but
forget about it, fellas.
Yeah, it's like this ain't 1990, bros. That ain't gonna happen.
Rumor is there's 2 tracks. The rumor is one of them is probably a leftover Chinese democracy, like half-baked deal.
I think this Nothing one was because the DJ on I don't remember if it was Ozzy's Boneyard or Hair Nation that played it, but that's what he was saying. He was like, man, the guy that's credited with playing drums on this song was actually with them in like around the Chinese democracy era.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he left, but they're like, so maybe we don't know if maybe he's came back in the band. Maybe this is an old track they polished up and released finally.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know.
It's almost like them and Motley are competing to see who can put out the shittiest new tracks since the aughts ended. Like, it's like, well, let's compete, fellas.
What was that Crew album from like 06 or something?
It was like
the white one with a little cross on it or something.
Yeah, Solar Saints of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I didn't think
Or
that was that bad, and I
Solo.
was like, "Man, if they can, like, capitalize on this," but it that was unfortunately, like, the peak.
That was not to be.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, man, if they can, like, improve on this," but no, that was unfortunately the best it got, and it's been way worse ever since. Still love your
But
crew, but
I remember them playing Sex, which was one of them, I guess, in 2012, because it seemed like that was the birthday show I went to. They fucked it up live. And I was
wow.
like, wow, dude. And like Tommy made a joke of it. I was like, yeah, as he should.
You heard any of the stuff about, the Steel Panther guys, like, hating, like, talking shit about Vince Neil and taking jabs at him and shit?
No.
Yeah, look, I read
What?
something briefly before we got on here. I didn't really have a chance to dig in, but it was, I don't know if Metal Edge or Metal Y or some post I saw, and I was like, "God damn."
That that's
Which,
interesting. Still,
full disclosure, folks, I'm not really the biggest Steel Panther fan.
they're okay.
I
And
can't
they talk
decide
to
if they're doing this as to diss on the genre or if they're actual fans of it. So I can't ever decide if I like them or not. I'm like, 'cause if they're
they're
shitting on
fans.
us, trying to make money off of it, I definitely don't fucking like you.
No,
But I don't
they're
know.
fans. I mean, they were a cover band for a long time.
Yeah.
Um, I'm neutral on them. I've seen them twice. They talk too fucking much at shows. Like literally, me and Raph went to see him. It was January of 23 up in Charlotte on like a Sunday night. There was like a Groupon for like $20. I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll go. And then I learned I shouldn't ride in a car with Raph anywhere because he
Why
can't
not?
drive for nothing.
Oh,
He's
scary
so
driver.
anxious. He's so
Oh,
anxious that just like I was in the back seat. I was like, oh my God, let me get out, please.
let's say if
He
you're like
doesn't
me
get
and you,
on.
man, you've driven for a living before. Yeah, people like that, I don't have a lot of patience for. I'm like, bro, I've
Exactly.
driven a lot bigger vehicles in a lot more major cities and way worse traffic and been a lot more fucking calm than you are right now. Chill the fuck out.
Hmm. Yeah,
Just
it's the
calm the
strangest
fuck
thing.
down.
And the show, it was all right, but I swear to God, they played like 6 songs and talked the rest of the time, made stupid jokes. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Play Fat Girl, please. That's a funny one. But let's get down to the Gold Skull time.
Old school
Special
time.
overall closing thoughts, overall rating, favorite tracks on
Excuse
Love
me.
Sells by the Bang Gang.
It's I was actually thoroughly impressed with this album. Like I said, I listened to it 3 times from start to finish, in between our episodes here. I've definitely added them into my rotation. I follow them now on Spotify, my preferred streaming service. But yeah, I told you earlier, I was kind of shocked that it was a 1990 release. I was under the you know impression just listening to it, it was a band like Disturbance or something, like a late '92, early '93 kind of independent release. So I mean, kudos to these guys for. I mean, I don't know if it's a curve you wanted to be in front of because unfortunately the genre kind of died, but still kudos to them for kind of having a future to where it I think would have went had grunge not completely taken over. But
Heard it. Oh, good.
oh no, I was just gonna say, but yeah, it's a great album. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. I do like the album, but just being honest, I don't really think they really brought anything new to the table. They did that. They did add their own spin to the sound of this genre, though. So kudos to them for that. I mean, not every band's gonna be, fucking Van Halen or whatever. But yeah, I think overall I would give this album a 2.5.
2.5 sounds good. Sounds good.
I thought about
Yeah,
3 because after the first listen, I was like, man, this is a 3. Second listen, I still kind of thought it was a 3, but then the third listen, I'm like, I really like this, but I had to drop it to 2.5 for the reasons like I just said. I don't really feel like it necessarily brought anything new. It's quality, it's really good. It's inspired, but they're not really reinventing the wheel here to bring anything new to the table. But they do what they do well. So that's why I had to just settle on 2.5.
favorite tracks?
I actually am if I had to do 3, I'm gonna say
Mhm.
Dangerous, Thrill After Thrill, and the Neon Fairy Tale.
Right on. I'm gonna go pedal to the metal. I'm in the Restless and Thrill After Thrill.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All good
Um,
tracks. I mean, there's really other than the last track is probably my least favorite on the album.
yeah, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, but it's still not horrible. I've heard a lot worse shit. Believe me,
Mm,
but I don't know how this band had stayed out of my radar for as long as they have. It
like,
doesn't
like I
happen
said, there's
often, but whenever I am introduced to a band I wasn't aware of in this genre, I'm like, how did I not
and,
know?
and they were in LA in the scene too.
That's what I'm
That's the
saying. You would
funniest.
think like somebody would have name dropped them in an interview or said something
Mhm.
from like like on stage at a concert, like shout out to our boys at Bang Gang.
Somebody with a shirt. Like,
Yeah, yeah, you would have thought it's somebody somewhere. I would have heard of this band, but I'm not mad about it. There's really no more of this music being made.
oh, kinda.
I mean, well, there is, but
Yeah.
as far as it's kind of nice to think you've heard everything that was ever recorded back in the day, and then something like this pops up, and you're like, sweet. Kind of helps keep it fresh in my book. That's
I hear you. I hear you. For me, yeah, dude, the production is stellar, and it's cool. Like you said, they put their own little spin on it with a lot of the funkiness of the bass and the singer. I mean, Grant, we said he's kind of rocks gangy, Tame Me Down, Shotgun Messiah, but it's kind of like cool, laid back, like whatever man kind of delivery, and like his interesting
Bart
phrasing.
Simpson vibes.
Right, right. Let's see. I would say like if you're making a playlist of the genre, definitely put pedal to the metal on it. That's pretty much the most attitude filled banger on it.
Yeah, it was a great opener. I'm glad they.
Perhaps Thrill After Thrill also.
That's a hell of a
I,
track. Yeah.
I like a lot of their influences. I mean, I'm a big fan of a lot of their influences too. That's cool. I'm gonna go. We're going 1 out of 5 gold skulls. 5 being a masterpiece, 1 being trash. It's only 9 tracks too, but I mean that's it's
It's
short and
pretty
sweet.
short
But
album. It's like 38 minutes, I think, something in its
yeah,
entirety. It's not a real long album.
I'm gonna go 2.
Heard that.
2, 2, 2. That'll work. That'll work. Check it out. And I mean, you heard it just sampled it just here, but show them some love on Spotify. They only get like 200 listeners a month or something.
Yeah.
Okay, next episode. I've got an idea, and Fincher, you can. How about next time you suggest a record?
Oh shit.
I'll give you
Okay.
some homework. I'll give you some homework.
Okay. I mean, I can come up with one off the cuff right quick if I need to, but
Yeah, I have a master list, but I'll go ahead and propose the next episode. But one after that, we'll have you
okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
call
then
out.
I'll do some homework and yeah, hell yeah.
Sounds good. We got another anniversary, 35th anniversary this year in 2026 of Tufts. What goes around comes around. What you think about that?
I dig it.
Well, yeah, we'll do that. What goes around comes around. Their debut.
Atlantic. Wasn't that Atlantic
91.
Records?
Think so. Want to show us a picture or something? hairmetalmassacre@gmail.com. Follow the Facebook page. Plus, we got the YouTube and the Rumble pages also. Give us a subscribe on those. That'd be cool. And we'll see you next time, fellas, with Tough. Take her sleazy.